Morning, brothers and sisters. Uh, yeah. This is MEGACOMRADE live from Dallas, Texas. Today's date is Wednesday, February 17, 2021. It's about 5:22 a.m. in the morning here in Dallas, Texas. And unfortunately, due to the severe weather of snowstorm, I was unable to get online due to the shortage of electricity, Wi-Fi, and others. However, I quickly came out this morning. I'll be up since 2 a.m. in the morning, going through a lot of things, you know. I will not lie to you. For the past a week now, a week plus now, I have been in under stress, knowing fully well what happened to my mother and my entire family is something that no one should tolerate or no one should experience. As I speak to you, my father is still under monitoring. They are monitoring my father due to the fact that he developed blood pressure. I think he has his BP up. That is the first time. You know, you can understand a man who has a wife, first love, and unfortunately, she went through the horror, and his two children were involved in the issue. You know, attempted kidnapping, planned and orchestrated and carried out by Uyiekpen, aka Chinamoon. My parents have been in a situation whereby I do not pray for everyone to be on. However, it have taken a toll on me financially, spiritually, physically, and otherwise. We are still waiting for the state investigation, the government house investigation. I try to be very, very patient. You know, allegedly, I'm aware that I was notified that the state governor have interest in it, the deputy governor have interest in it, and SSG as well, thanks to Barrister Osarodion Oge, the Edo State SSG, who I believe is doing what he's supposed to do. Well, I came across this video that was done by the two terrorists, domestic terrorists, Uyiekpen and Abatobaze, and I'm gonna play it. I want you to share this video. There's the update. There's a picture that I'm going to show everyone. Please, if you can identify this individual, I will really, really appreciate it. This individual, this picture, at first, we did not know who they was. Now we find out yesterday. It was yesterday I finally sit my mother down, continue to ask my mother a lot of questions. Mom, I'm hearing this, that you were dragged on the floor, that they forcefully kidnapped you, and an attempt to put my mother in the boot. That is when my brother now arrived. Thank God Almighty, my brother, my little brother, Lucky JP, Isama Scandinavia, he now arrived. So the two vehicles that came, Chinamoon was inside. He was directed there how to kidnap my mother. Then, while the rest open fire. Even yesterday, I found out that, I want you to share this video. I found out that my driver was with my mother. So, as they came, the terrorists were coming, the kidnapper. As they start opening fire, my driver ran. When he ran, they were shooting. Luckily, bullet did not hit him, and bullet hit one of JP friend. So the bullet hit him on the nose, according to the either nose or arm. However, my driver was now in a place whereby he barely, they barely see him. He was invisible to them. He was able to take the famous picture. That is how we now know the group that came in. So there's nothing terrorist Chinamoon or Abatobaze is going to say about this. We find out that my driver took this picture that I'm about to show you now. Please, I need you to share this video if you are from a Owusan community, if you are from Opa, wherever you are from. I want you to watch this picture, send this video to them in order for them to identify these individuals. These are the kidnappers. These are the murderers in Edo State that they blame on Fulani herdsmen. And this case is, if his case is not taken, it will get to the presidency. These are the people that are committing crime in Edo State. Some of them, they're blaming it on Fulani herdsmen. I'm going to bring out the picture right now. These are the same people that open fire on my little brother vehicle. This is the Jeep. You can see bullet hole everywhere. I'm going to show the whole world. You can see it. I'm going to show the other side of it. You can, let me just bring it. You can see the mark right here. These are all bullet hole. You can see it. These are bullet hole. These are bullet hole in this vehicle right here. Let me show you. This is bullet hole. You can see the whole world can see this. This bullet hole was done by Charles Uyiekpen, aka Chinamoon, and this individual. These are the picture my driver took. You can see it. These are the people we are looking for. We want to know their names. Look at them. I hope you all can see it. I'm going to post it on my Facebook. Look at it. These are the individual. Some of the terrorists or kidnapper that came, tried to kidnap my mother and put it on the second vehicle. Look at it. You see there? Please, if you can identify them, I'm trying to see how I can put the picture. So, my driver have confirmed that he took the picture. You can see it. As they were leaving, my brother took the picture. My driver took the picture. Look at it. The whole world can see it. Okay. Let me go back. You can see a bullet hole on this vehicle right here too. This is another vehicle. You can see it right by the hood. You see it? You see a bullet hole right there. This was carried out by Chinamoon kidnappers, terrorists. You see it? So, and there's according to my investigation, what it had led us to, we now realize that this individual, give me a second, so let me bring it out. These are case with evidence. These are evidence. So this is not something someone would just, this is not like terrorist Abatobaze call it. He said blackmail. These are not blackmail. So he will go and explain if he contracted my mother to Chinamoon, he will go and explain. I heard that they are bragging that nobody can arrest them. It's all right. I'm trying to show you this picture right here. Give me a second. I think my daughter sent me this picture the other day. Okay, maybe it should be this. Okay, you can see one picture that they were claiming that the guy they gave pint to drink, that was one of Chinamoon's terrorists. So I am going to play the video that the both terrorists did together. I want you to listen and see how people can turn into lies, and see how someone can continue to lie and lie and lie and lie. So he said no one can arrest him. He said nobody is going to arrest him. And I am going to give you an update what happened in State CID yesterday. And I'm going to give you people update on it. I want you all to, please, if you can identify that individual, those group of terrorists, hoodlums, domestic terrorists, thugs, whatever you want to call them, kidnappers, please acknowledge. Let's play this audio.
Yes, I don't go all over the world. My name is Abatobase, and we're here live for Tessie community where our brother Sir Uyiekpen from Get Business. I call out today and I really appreciate. He tell me say, well, you want to make it come for town. Let's say no, we will not be made. And the best way they respect my elders. I say, I want to try to come meet you for your hotel. I don't want to leave your business because of this matter. So, because what we see for social media about our brother JP and another of our friend Anabo and our friends in West America, where they call ERANOMIGHO, they accuse her of mobilizing people to intimidate ERANOMIGHO family, to destroy their house, to beat them up. That was okay. When we go into this matter, maybe we hear from both sides, but we don't hear many from the ERANOMIGHO side. I don't come and say, maybe we still hear from Sir Uyiekpen, popularly known as Chinamoon. Sir, what's happening? Why they say you go destroy their house, beat them? What's happening?
I don't destroy their house. Anna was on the EDEGBE ERANOMIGHO brother, not me from some community. Now boy when I know before for street, now I carry and punish and do vice chairman for my community. Before I travel go back for America, the land where we share for church commission, he enter inside, they sell all. When I come back from America, they ask and say, my brother, where you for? My boy, where for the game? He say na Yahoo wey dey do. He say na Yahoo, na him dey do. I call the believe the say na Yahoo dey do. After a while, now Bishop come call me. As Bishop call me, Bishop say, you know self give him 550 plus. He said they don't enter. And I say that is not true. As I follow Bishop go inside bush, I see that place in the shop don't come to me. He don't sell over 300 plus for that place. His brother, Esama, who is the Esama of Scandinavia. Me they say that one always come Nigeria. Me no say na any brother, na they go dey sell it, because that one they bring by and they come from Sweden. They go not sell, and now the property for that place na 2 million naira per plot. Now when they don't sell there as of December last year, it's over 180 plots for last year. Not what they sold before. Now if the matter, now if government now say they won't take over their land. Anabo and ERANOMIGHO, they go to a commission, they go to church of commission, say now me, Chinamoon and said it now. Me, Bishop.
Okay, as you can hear that, the whole world can testify that I've not been to Nigeria for 4 years now. More than 4 years. Even if you don't have to believe anything from me, if you have to believe everything terrorist Charles Uyiekpen is saying, you all know I have not visited Nigeria for the past 4 years. How did I speak to Bishop? How did I meet Bishop? Bishop Efeb? That is a question terrorists about Obase fail to ask. Because they are counterpart, partner in crime. Okay, let's go.
Yes. Now
let me do it from here in order for me to begin to be able to.
Yes.
ERANOMIGHO brother, not me from some community. Now boy when I know before for street, now I carry and punish
them up. People don't come and say, Maybe we still hear from
Let's listen.
Sir Uyiekpen, popularly known as Chinamoon. Sir, what's happening? Why they say you go destroy their house, feed them? What's happening?
I don't destroy their house. Anambos on the EDEGBE ERANOMIGHO brother. Not me from Musan community. Now boy when I know before for street, now I carry and punish and do vice chairman for my community. Before I travel go back for America, the land where we share my shop mission.
Okay, he claimed he knows my brother from the street and he put him as a vice chairman. How can you just know somebody from the street? You just carry him from the street and put him as vice chairman. That is number one question. Chinamoon is a terrorist, is a kidnapper, and is a criminal. Let me tell you what I know. Chinamoon has a Yahoo spot by Goroti, opposite Goroti. There's one upstairs, a small upstairs that is there. He puts Saba Cafe while boys are doing Yahoo for him. First, he make money. He went to Malaysia as Yahoo boy. And he speak Chinese. I think he went to China as well. When he arrived, he opened up Yahoo. They were there and they have a Saba Cafe. It was that Saba Cafe he met my brother. So I know that for sure. At that time, my brother was the one controlling everything I bring to Nigeria. You can hear it when he talked about 3 jeep that they were using together. That was my jeep. So my brother was well taken care of. Until he knew Chinamoon, and Chinamoon used him to scam me. To play me 419. Whereby when I brought vehicles, I brought jeep for him, I know what I went through. So you can see where Abad is a partner. The reason why Abad said he know where my mother is, he know where my parents is now. That Abad now is not planning. Who know what he's planning to do to my parents? The whole world cannot see how this case involved Abad. Let's go. This is a man who claimed that is an SSA to the governor when it's not. Parading himself as a governor official or local government official. So I wonder why the state government have not having him arrested. If actually no appointment was given to him February 2021, why would he be parading himself as government official? And yet he's bragging on the street that nobody can arrest him. Right now my hands are tied because the government have involved and I'm allowing them to do their investigation. I do not want to go over anybody. I humble myself. So, if a man who is not the enoge of a community can go to community and destroy, create problem, terrorize innocent citizens, and nothing is done to him, tomorrow, how about if Obaseki not do half of what Chinamoon do? Are you all going to be crying and say Obaseki is doing this, is doing that? No. I will be the first one. I will be the first one to come out. Give me a second. I will be the first one to come out and kick against it. Because what Chinamoon have done in Edo State, everybody silent. Godwin Obaseki did not do half of it. Godwin Obaseki did not destroy a whole community. I am a man of truth. If Governor Obaseki did half of what Chinamoon did, the whole Edo State, APC, PDP, and others would have been criticizing, narrating Governor Obaseki, including me. You know what I'm saying? So I want you people to mark this. Because he who think this is not his fight, it's not your fight. Remember the law you are about to implement now. You have access in Nigeria. other community are watching. Amagba community is watching. Utesi is watching. Orege is watching. Usa, every community are watching. Tomorrow, if they enter your own and start destroying it, do not cry. Do not cry. Because right now, Abatobaze and Chinamoon have made it legal, including Kola Edokpayi. Imalo Agbogun have called me, and I promised to call him back, and I called him back. Then there are some places where he made mistake, of which I told him to go and correct himself. He should conduct a proper investigation. And I let him know what I said on air is what I told him. Now that we know that Kola Edokpayi is an infrastructure activist, stomach infrastructure activist, anywhere Belek face, for more than almost a week now, yesterday I finally saw his missed call. Kola Edokpayi. After how long? You can imagine that someone that claimed that is fighting, he will pack small boys to police station. He will pack. These are all fraud. An attempt to enrich himself. These are fake comrades. Not even comrades. Talakawa scam. Because it is now that I really now know that, wow, my mother was dragged on the floor. I'm going to come to that point. Let's listen to this first.
Anna was on the EDEGBE ERANOMIGHO brother. Not me from some community. Now, boy, when I know before for street, now I carry and come and do vice chairman for my community. Before I travel over for America.
He did not only. Let me tell you how my brother involved in that community. When some other community claimed their land, there was nobody in their community. They were scared. The youth there, when they didn't have it, most of them did not have interest. So Chinamoon approached my brother that look at the situation. Everybody know in my family we fight for justice. We defend those that cannot defend themselves. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. We speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. Comrade Osford Edegbe took it upon himself and said, oh, if that land belongs to you people, if actually it belongs to you people, he will join and fight and make sure that the land is given to the rightful owner, which is Usan community. And he joined them. He did it. He did it. He suffered for it. And at the end, the traditional ruler now gave the land to Usan community. The Bible says you reap what you sow. My brother sowed a good seed in that community. Then after the land was given to them, Chinamoon started using my brother. And said, if you don't do this, you will leave this community. If you don't do that, you will leave this community. Until he get to, he use it against me. He use it against one of my uncle again. It become too much. My brother now said, when he get to Enoge time, Enoge cannot talk. Enoge is an innocent in this, the Enoge of a Usan community. As we speak, Chinamoon is collecting money. Even the people that he said they should not build house, that they should leave, he's not calling them. After the heat, he's not calling them that they should come and settle. Church of God Mission want to settle. These are all scam. This was the plan he had from the beginning. And let me tell you, in 3 years' time, Chinamoon will come back. If Chinamoon is not behind bar, he will come back and ask you for another money. Because Chinamoon has put himself in a mess that he don't have resources to finance that mess he put himself. The only way he was hoping on, if Obaseki gave him the local government chairman or Obaseki gave him any position, that is where he was capitalizing on. Where he will now make up for all the atrocity he have committed. So, let's go.
Before I travel over for America, the land where we sell for short commission, in better inside they sell all. When I come back from America, they ask me, say, my brother, where you for? My brother, where you for the game? He say, na Yahoo wey dey do. He say, na Yahoo, na him dey do. I call the police, they say, na Yahoo wey dey do. After a while, now Bishop Fair come call me. As Bishop Fair call me, Bishop Fair say, the now will self-give him 550 plots. He said they don't enter. And I say, that is not true. As I follow Bishop Fair go inside bush, I see that place in the shop don't come to me. He don't sell over 300 plots for that place. His brother, Esama, wey say the Esama of Scandinavia. Me, they see that one, they always come to Nigeria. Me, no say, na his brother, na they go to sell it, and because that one they bring by, they come from Sweden, they will not sell. And now the property for that place now.
Terrorist Abatobaze said, my brother Isama of Scandinavia said he's coming to Nigeria every time. He doesn't stay how much they are making. I don't know that to go to Nigeria and stay in Nigeria now is a crime for Abat. I don't know that. So nobody have the right to come to his country again. ERANOMIGHO that did not go, you people are saying, come home. My brother that is at home, Abatobaze is telling him, don't come to Nigeria. The whole world can see the oppression. They can see the way Abatobaze and Chinamoon are terrorizing my family. This is act of terrorism. You are not telling my family not to come to Nigeria or not to stay in Nigeria. You should leave. Have you ever heard that way you tell a citizen of a country to leave? A citizen. Now, wow. All right.
And they go to sell it, and because that one they bring by, they come from Sweden, they will not sell. And now the property for that place now 2 million naira per plot. Now when they don't sell, they are at December last year. It's over 180 plots for last year. Not the one they sold before. Now if the matter, now if our government now say they won't take over their land. Anabo and ERANOMIGHO, they go to a commission, they go to a church of commission, say, now me, Chinamoon, and he said it now. I say, me? Bishop Fair came to me, the United Bishop Fair say, okay, if they say, now me, they said it, and go and take your land. Now Bishop Fair take carry caterpillar, enter that place, remove all the old but where people don't live, I say, make it different. So that
Kola Edokba have not carried camera to Bishop Febo. Imalo Agbongo have not carried camera to Bishop Fair. Terrorists Abatobaze have not carried camera to Bishop Fair. You can see that. I think Kola just exposed himself. If Kola were taken seriously before, after this, for me, Kola is just a stomach infrastructure do for me. Pay-to-play activist. That is what we call pay-to-play activist. Another way, corrupt activist. For what he did, where my mother survived kidnapping. Pictures are everywhere, proof are everywhere. Where terrorists, kidnapper, attempted to kidnap my mother. Kola Edokba, he did not pick up the phone. I said, ERANOMIGHO, I heard what happened. You have said it over. You spoke to me online. I am sorry. How can I reach Mama? I don't know. Maybe Kola have a mother or a father. Or he has parents. How will Kola feel? If someone attempted to kidnap his own mother, biological mother, and failed, does that make it legal because he failed? Because forces came to rescue my mother and they did not succeed, does that make it legal? That is a question Kola need to answer. Let's go.
Enter that place. Remove all the old but where people don't live, I say make it different. So that people don't form set one. Now so the matter bill. Then at the point, Esther Manda and Angoya talk. They came to my house with about 6 vehicles, loaded with boys and pump assholes. As they reached my house, they fire my house. All of us escaped. Then
he said they fire his house. All of them escape. Listen to him or listen to him. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the video because I don't want to show anything about this terrorist. About Obaze. Listen.
At the point, this same man, he now came back again. As he come back, meanwhile, I don't call some soldiers. Then some soldiers when they come here. Then I quickly ran to
you call on JP. JP. But that one day Sama is a big name.
You heard him. You heard him say you should call him JP. That is Sama. This is the same Sama Abatobaze have insulted. You can hear it. I don't blame him. I blame my own junior brother who let himself down for a rat, terrorist, criminal, Abatobaze.
In this case, I bet you call on JP.
You know, they say that this man got too much money. JP. So now I go to the police station. Now I go report the matter. The local police don't follow me go to their house, they run. Even this morning, I don't think I need to go to their house because my house where they shoot. And they shoot one of my boy. That one, 2 bullets enter his body. Now yesterday night they shoot that one too. His mama, ERANOMIGHO mama. Now one room, 9 days before for normal for upper Sakomba room. One room, near one of my hotel within normal Chinamoon hotel. Where they pay 3,000 naira a month. Now there mama day. Now when I don't make this became Anako, EDEGBE become vice chairman for my community. Man, I don't big house. Why is that? Why JP?
Wait, let's analyze that one. He said my mother was in one room, 3,000 naira. I don't care if it's 500 naira a room. I don't care if it is 1 naira a room. He said after Anabona build house, my mother is not in Anabo house. To start from, my mother have never lived in Anabo house. Never. She have never lived in that house. The only house she have lived is my place and JP place. You can see how Charles is a big liar. Everybody family rent a house before they get their own. Is that a crime? No. And the house he's talking about, that was pastor. My junior brother who is a pastor. That is his house. You see what I'm saying? I helped pay for that house for my junior brother for 6 months when he was sick. I flew to Nigeria. I did everything I could do. Take him, try to heal him. Because when he started doing all what he was doing, I told him. So, after all, I did what I got to do. So, he told me, pay for this place for me. I paid for it. I paid 6 months. And that was not the amount I paid. Maybe they play me or not. So, you can see how someone can lie. It's like you have a children now. You have children, one of your child is in Ogun State. The other one is in Ibadan. You go and visit the one in Ibadan. Are you going to go live in a hotel? It don't matter where you stay. You can listen to that. Is that a crime? Let's say my mother was staying in a 500 naira room. So, Osas, what is your action now? Are you stupid? What is your action? What have you done since? What is your contribution? You're asking me what is action? Do you want to live here? What is your problem? What have you done? Food is ready, commenter. Put him on timeout. Come here and ask me nonsense question and see if I did not kick you out. Don't you have a mother? You can't do a video. Don't you have a Facebook? What have you done? So, let's listen to this.
Chairman for my community. Man, I want to build house. Why is that? Why JP not build house for Benin? Why is it inside bush? Then come build the house.
The reason why JP built house there is because I gave him that land. I gave him that land. 1 by 2. I be 2 by 1. I don't know how they call it. 200, 100 by 200. That was a part of the land that Chinamoon used as part of payment of the jeep that I brought for him. It was supposed to, it's 4 land, that is 200 by 200. 1 by 2 in one side, by Church of God Mission, 1 by 2 on the other side. At the end, it took me to a very far place on the other side. I said, no, I don't want anything to do with Chinamoon. I do not want this community. I'm going to sell the boat land. I gave one to my brother because he contributed when that container, when I lost the container. Then I have to find a way to bring back the container alive after tomorrow I've already finished it. So I know what I went through. So that is the reason he built us there. I was the one that even told him that if he knows he's going to build us, he should go and build us now. That is the reason. I believe I'm answering your question. Come out and answer mine as well.
You not build us for Benin. Why is it inside bush? Then come build the house. Because they were into all of these things.
Thank God you know that it was bush. But it wasn't bush at first. He exchanged that land. He took me to another place to bush. What have I not seen from Chinamoon? You can see how he indict himself. That is for you to know this armed robber. Married to a DPO. A DPO that is dating a criminal. That is married to a criminal. How will you catch him?
Like sales of land and all that in my community. I know the reason I do them. I the old man. I know the reason I do person. I mentioned
he's stupid. He said he's an old man. He was born in 1971. Why are you an old man? Let's forget about age. Like me now, I'm 30 years old. So I'm not claiming old man. I'm 30 years old. So what? Even if I'm 25 years old. So what? Is that a problem? So stop parading. That is who Abat is saying he was born in 1971. Like myself now, I can claim even 20 years old is nobody's business. So stop. The other day he said he's 46. He's a liar. He was born 1971. Let me give you the date. Let me give you the date. Exactly the date. Where is he? I'm going to bring it out. Charles Uyiekpen. Where did I write his date of birth? Let me bring it out here. I'm going to find it. 1971. We'll bring it out. Okay, this should be the one. Yeah. He was born May 22nd, 1971. What is he talking about? 71 or 1970? What is he talking about? Idiot.
I know the reason I do them. I the old man. I know the reason I do person. I mentioned I go now I did. I never waited to see when I do someone again.
He said,
so Anabo, a bell on me. And the man in the year when we are there when we go Anabo. EDEGBE ERANOMIGHO now become African on social media. A picture making a picture of man.
Hey, this is China. This is the criminal. Let me bring his picture out again. This is the terrorist. Hold on. May I give you a man back by 4 a.m. do our video nowhere. Yeah, now we mark where now we mark who. Well, who will be now? This is Chinamoon. This is him. Look at him. This is the criminal. This is the terrorist. A just state rising domestic terrorist leader. Look at him. This is him. Let me play it. As I'm playing it, let me be showing you a picture one by one. The whole world need to know you.
ERANOMIGHO now become African on social media. A picture making a picture of man. Me, I dey wait for him. I dey wait for him. I don't even tell my lawyer now what he's supposed to. Because if anything happens to my family, I know to hold responsible.
Okay, sir. Another question I want to ask you. Is it this one when you talk say you mention Bishop Fed in the house?
Yes.
Now the dead Church of God Bishop.
Yes.
You said Bishop Fed come meet you. Then
yes.
You said the land was set for them many years ago.
Yes.
People don't trespass.
4 years ago, 5, 6 years ago.
5, 6 years ago. Now, is Bishop Fed aware of all these fights, shooting, Is he aware that you are helping the church to reclaim their land?
Yeah, Bishop Feb is aware because Bishop Feb asked us, he gave us this document to recover all those lands for them. And the Church of God Mission also wrote a petition to AIG's office. They wrote to Abuja and they wrote to Four Mechanized Brigade and they wrote to IG too and the director of DSS. They wrote all their petitions everywhere.
I feel see this paper.
Yes. Okay. Now the paper.
I would like to read out.
Okay, no, read out.
Church of God Mission International Incorporated, January 11, 2021, to Mr. Charles Uyiekpen, former community chairman, Ugusa community, Ugusa landed property land allocation. We wish to inform you that the church has allocated 75 plots of land to you out of our 500 plots of land to Ugusa. The 550 plots of land purchased are now under your custody as we expect you to give us the balance 475 plots without any encumbrances. This agreement is valid as long as we have our 475 plots of land purchased from the committee on July 18, 2013, August 2015, and September 5, 2017. If peradventure the 475 plots are not available for the church by 15th March 2021, this agreement stands nullified. When the above transaction, the church will do everything to appreciate you. This is the church writing that you should help them.
Yes.
Because it's like now through you the person.
You saw it. Now terrorist Abatobaze read the letter. He said the church asked him to recover those land. At first, he said that the church is the one that is demolishing houses. That it is Church of God Mission that is destroying people's property. Now you now see that Charles Uyiekpen is the one illegally destroying people's property. You can just see this man. He know how to lie, but unfortunately, not a lot of people know how to catch him. Less than 18 minutes video, he has, he said Church of God Mission is the one doing it, but you can see where he gave the power of Anthony that was given to him, but according to him, whether it's fake or it's real, it's left for terrorist Abatobaze and him to tell us. Let's listen.
So they are not telling that you should help them
to reclaim their land back.
So I believe.
Okay, is it Chinamoon that reclaimed land? Why the Church of God Mission did not follow the appropriate channel, follow the law? Is Chinamoon the law and order enforcer in Edo State now? That is the question that people did not ask terrorists Abatobaze. Is Chinamoon now the police? Is Chinamoon now the judiciary? It's a question.
I'm also trying to call Bishop Feb.
Yes, you can call Bishop Feb.
For almost 4 days now.
You think confirm from Bishop Feb?
We have not heard from terrorist Abatobaze what Bishop Feb said. We have not heard. We have not heard. They think this matter, they will slow it and slow it and slow it and slow it. It's not going anywhere. It will get to a point, me, myself, I will write a petition direct to the presidency office. Me, myself.
But what is going to happen? You say this Annabelle Oxford, now you know younger brother.
Yes.
You pick them up from the street.
From the street.
You can understand. Every minute is ERANOMIGHO, younger brother. ERANOMIGHO, younger brother. Abat, it will say ERANOMIGHO, younger brother. Every second. ERANOMIGHO, younger brother. ERANOMIGHO, younger brother. When JP were supporting Governor Godwin Obaseki, he forgot it too. If you are 4+4 who work for Abat, I want you to know you did not work for Governor. You work for Abat. Abat have used you to make money, and Governor have paid them. Don't expect anything. If you come out and try to get anything from Governor, no problem. We will narrate you.
Annabelle Oxford, now you know younger brother.
Yes.
You pick them up from the street.
From the street.
What do you call this fights? What's the apple?
No,
You see that is it fighting you back? Is it now you come back to say you must bring that down and walk?
No, he say me must join and fight church. Make me now deny church. If me will travel, make me travel. if I just travel go abroad, make I travel. Say if church not get any land there again. Now I tell them say, wetin me sign? Then I go tell church say wetin I sign. I told him you can't eat your cake and have it. Now wetin I tell am be that.
So for this over 200 plots wey dey sell for there now,
Yes.
are you saying as former CDA chairman, yes, you no dey aware?
I no dey aware.
You no sell one?
No, I no sell one.
Okay. He said over 200 plots that they sold, that he was not aware. Where was the chairman, the youth chairman of the community? Where were the Enogi of the community? Where was the treasurer of the community? Eh? Where were they? So, let me tell you, yesterday, the Chinamoon refused to show up in the state CID yesterday. He's running. He's going around. I will tell you about that case. That case has nothing to do with my mother case. Authentic kidnapping case. What concerns me is kidnapping case. Terrorism. Case, that is what concerns me. So we are going to talk about that. I want to play this video because you can see terrorist Abatobaze is a pathological liar. He know he's the #1 liar in Edo State. And he has found his partner in crime, Chinamoon. Terrorist Abatobaze know how to lie. So I just want to expose them so that the whole world can see how naked their lies is. They know how to lie. But when you get to the court, you don't lie. When you lie to the court, you face the consequences.
You no dey aware?
I no dey aware.
You no sell one?
No, I no sell one.
What did they come carry me go the one wey you sell for that church of commission?
Anything wey you like make you do me. Anything wey that is the same thing I do fair.
Okay. He say he not sell one. There's one madam, a police officer. I spoke with her yesterday. I will call her and ask her if she would like to come on air. That is #1. And Chinamoon have been looking for a way to contact her yesterday. He's telling her, begging her to go and carry her land. This policewoman said she did not want the land no more. That Chinamoon should give her 6.5 million naira that she spent and gave Chinamoon. The woman told me that she paid the whole money, the money in a Chinamoon's account. That even my brother insisted that she should pay the money to him, but she refused to pay to my brother. The woman told me that she said she had to be honest. He said she paid that money to Chinamoon's account. That Chinamoon, what Chinamoon did not know, as a police officer, she went with a police lawyer. So if you want to buy any land, go with police lawyer. That when she went with police lawyer, Chinamoon did not know that she's with a police lawyer. And Chinamoon, she transferred the whole money. He said when they put that number, Chinamoon started giving them problem. They tell Chinamoon. Chinamoon was trying to deny. The lawyer now come out and said, Chinamoon, I am a police. She is a police officer. And he was the lawyer. That is where Chinamoon now break down. Yesterday, the Deputy Commissioner of Police, they filed the petition through the CP. The Deputy Commissioner of Police handled the matter. Yesterday, my brother went there to testify. He was detained. And I called them and said, why would someone that came there as an evidence to testify? They said because they are waiting for Chinamoon. They called Chinamoon. Chinamoon refused to go. It took my brother 2 hours. We bail him. And they are waiting for Chinamoon. They called Chinamoon. In my brother present, Chinamoon said it's not coming. The whole police were laughing, saying, what? After Chinamoon lied on my brother, when my brother now arrived, my brother said, Chinamoon should come. Let him and Chinamoon face each other and talk in the presence of state police. As I'm talking to you now, Chinamoon is begging people to go and beg that woman. The woman told me yesterday that the woman can go and carry, he can compensate the woman. That is Chinamoon for you. I'm coming to that case. Let's go.
Anything way, that is the same thing I do fair. Fair, you can go and take over your land. If anybody is saying I may sell, give up, hold me responsible. I don't sell one inside. I don't sell. Now go as least down here now, me even the fear.
Now what you concern Governor Baseki, Osamojo, and I said they mentioned me for
They mentioned you for the video.
They mentioned me for the video. They said that me and you they said to land.
Nah.
What they concern us?
Now APC warrior, now APC the because
He
they
want to
say
talk.
with we when you work for God.
He want to turn kidnapping case into a political game. It's not going to work. Governor Baseki is too smart to involve himself to protect or defend a kidnapper like Charles Uyiekpen. Deputy governor is too smart for that. A mother attempted to kidnap a mother. Can the governor say, even after 1 month now, people will start, including me, asking the governor, what have you done about this case? A mother attempted to kidnap a mother of MEGACOMRADE. What have you done? What have you... After a month now, there will be questions. So, let's listen to him. Let's go.
Because they say with we when you work for Governor Baseki, I think say that they are looking for ways to bring us down. They don't say we work, and they don't say we be people wey they don't feel bad with money. Yeah, nine. So them now hungry people, now frustrated people, nine them. And ERANOMIGHO not get 50 by 100 for Benin. It don't first come. Sometimes they go why ERANOMIGHO the best for me. He first come Benin here. He go bypass our bypass. He carry motor, Oba Palace motor. He go bypass. He go now carry 6 cloths for bypass. He say na Oba na he get the place. Now I say ERANOMIGHO. Now I say if Oba want carry land for community, now Oba get get me, get everybody, get the land. Now I say Oba get right, but he go still say some chief. Make them tell Enoge wey dey that place. Now I say this thing na fraud. I know ERANOMIGHO well. Now let me tell you now, very short person. Where person even kick like football. You know. So I know reason I say.
So he's taking it like a joke. You can see how he's trying to involve Palace in it. I want the Palace to call him and ask him what he said in this video. And go to the Palace and took an oath. If such a thing even happened, that I came to his community trying to collect 6 plots. You can imagine. And Albert was there clapping. He said, I'm a football. He said, I'm a imitator. That you can even kick me like a football. Do I look like somebody? That is to tell you how he think his power is. Because he's a notorious criminal. You can see. Albert was there. He said because they are working, is working for governor. And let me tell you, governor did not give you any appointment. The appointment he gave you was SA. That was during the election. And he have dissolved that appointment, but you continue to parade yourself as a government official. Nobody's questioning him. You are the one that want to inject governor into this. Because that is the story he gave us. That is why we were calling the governor, calling the SSG. He told us that Barrister Osadioge and the governor have given him power to do or not do. And the local government chairman. And that innocent local government chairman, please, if you have a number of Ipobaha local government chairman phone number, send it to me. Let's go.
Where person even kick like football. You know. So I know reason I say it. I know say the game when they want to. We want use Upper Palace. Take secure that land for bypass. Now I pursue and promote them. So from that time, they don't even beg me.
He said he pursued me out of that place.
Say I beg anything when I want make him give me. Now I tell him, ERANOMIGHO, me not fit do business with you. If you wanted to do straight business, you would have come you for come meet me in the first place. After a while, I don't call the chief for I call one chief for Palace that time. I don't want to mention his name. But when time reach, I go still mention his name. I call the chief for Palace and he say, Omonobane Doku Apollo has no hand in anything with ERANOMIGHO. Now ERANOMIGHO is only trying to use the palace to secure land for himself. Many now way don't secure for people for here. You see now say the FBI. Now so we won't carry people go America. So many of my friends, 2 of my friends stay here now when 2 of my boys stay here when they collect 4 million naira for. See what
He said I collect 4 billion from somebody. That is another case. He has to prove it. He have to prove it. Let me write the minutes down so that I can cut that part out. 11:10. Let me write it down. He has to prove it. Cut from 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 10. Okay. All right, let's go.
My friends, two of my friends they here now. When two of my boys they here, when they collect 4 million naira from, say what kind of ERANOMIGHO, when say what kind of go America. If I
I've been on social media for almost 5 years now. Can you imagine if there's anybody